It usually starts with a lie. You tell yourself you're just going to check the weather, or maybe reply to that one DM. But then, the thumb takes over. Suddenly, 40 minutes have evaporated. You haven't moved. You haven't created anything. You've just consumed. And when you finally lock the screen, you don't feel rested. You feel heavy. There's a specific kind of exhaustion that doesn't come from hard work, but from sensory overload. We call this being cooked. It's that brain fogged, anxious state where you can't focus on a single paragraph of a book because your dopamine receptors are screaming for the next hit. If you feel like your attention span has shattered into a million pieces, you aren't alone. And more importantly, it's not an accident. We need to shift the blame right now. You aren't lazy. You are simply outmatched. You are a biological organism fighting against a supercomputer designed by the smartest engineers in the world to exploit your psychology. Research shows that the average person touches their phone over 2,600 times a day. Why? Because these platforms utilize what psychologists call a variable reward schedule. It's the exact same mechanism used in slot machines. You pull the lever or swipe the screen, and you don't know what you're going to get. A funny cat video? A rage bait political post? A text from a crush? That uncertainty triggers a massive release of dopamine. But here's the catch. This constant switching of context drains your cognitive resources. It's called switching cost. Every time you scroll, your brain has to reorient itself. Doing this hundreds of times an hour leaves you in a state of continuous partial attention. You are essentially running a marathon in your mind while sitting perfectly still. So, how do we stop the drain? We aren't going to throw the phone in the ocean. That's not realistic. Instead, we are going to use three mechanisms to retrain your brain. Step one is the quick win. It's called Grayscale mode. Our brains are evolved to seek out bright, saturated colors. In nature, bright red meant ripe berries. On your phone, bright red means a notification badge. It signals urgency and reward. By going into your accessibility settings and turning your phone to black and white, you break that biological trigger. The phone becomes a tool again, not a toy. It becomes boring, and boring is exactly what we want. Step two is the deep system. We call this digital friction. Silicon Valley spends billions to remove friction. They want one-click everything. We need to add the friction back in. Delete the apps that drain you the most. I know it sounds extreme, but you can still check them. You just have to use the browser version. And here's the rule. You must log out after every single session. If you have to type in your password every time you want to check Instagram or Twitter, you create a tiny gap of time. A 3-second window where your prefrontal cortex, the logical part of your brain, can kick in and ask, do I actually want to do this? Usually the answer is no. Finally, step three is lifestyle integration. We call this the analog anchor. The most dangerous time for your brain is the first 30 minutes after you wake up. If you flood your system with cortisol and dopamine immediately, you set a chaotic tone for the entire day. The strategy is simple. Buy an alarm clock. Charge your phone in the kitchen. Keep the first 30 minutes of your day strictly analog. Drink water. Stretch. Look at the sky. Let your brain boot up naturally without the input of a million other voices. Establish your own narrative before you consume everyone else's. The beautiful thing about the human brain is neuroplasticity. It wants to heal. If you implement these barriers, even for just a week, you will feel the fog lift. You'll notice your attention span lengthening. You'll be able to watch a movie without reaching for your pocket. You will feel a sense of quiet return to your life. We are reclaiming our real estate in the physical world. It starts with one small barrier. I'm curious, what is your current daily screen time average? Be honest, drop it in the comments below, and let's hold each other accountable. If you want to dive deeper into how to structure that analog morning routine, there's a video on screen right now that can help. I'll see you there.